Hey guys, how you doing today? I just want to say thank you for all of the support on my last video, and this time it's going to be different. Anyways, so let's just say your girl is feeling good. I'm over here drinking on my little Casamigos margarita. This is a grown only channel. Kids cannot watch this. All right? Period. So, this is a story about how I met somebody online because I decided to get myself back out there. And to be honest with y'all, it went the wrong way. So, my best advice, if you want to meet somebody, meet them in person or something, because sometimes these people from online can be weird. Okay? Anyways, let's get into it. So, you know, I actually, am the type of person, I like to go out. I like to go out to lounges. I like to just hang out and have a good time. So I was actually out with one of my friends around the time when I thought she was my friend. And I'm going to call this bitch Freckles. Yeah, I'm going to call this bitch Freckles because I'm not trying to mention no names. Anyways, so me and Freckles, we were out one night and we were having a good time. So she was showing me this app on her phone, and I was like, what is that? Because her phone kept going off. So me and her having a good time, she kept being on her phone. And that's one thing that I really don't like. Like, if you invite me out, and remind you, I am a homebody. I like being at home, eating my little popcorn, whatnot, whatever. And then when you invite me out, you on your phone. Like, for all that, sis, we could have been at my crib drinking. You could have been on your phone. I could have been in my house. It's a win-win for both of us. Like, the fuck? You know? So we out at this lounge and we having a good time. We have drinks, we have hookah, everything is good. Next thing you know, her phone is going off. I'm like, yo, why your phone going off? Like, hello, like you're single. You feel me? The fuck? So good. Anyways, so we out having a good time. Her phone going off. I'm like, sis, why your phone going off? She's like, oh, nah, like it's this app that I seen, that somebody put me onto. I'm like, what app you talking about? Like, what app you need? Remind you, this was around the time right after when I had my daughter, and I was basically to her the fat chubby friend that could not bag nobody. Isn't that sad? Like, this girl would literally invite me out, telling me to put on these outfits, and remind you, I was not feeling comfortable. But I don't know, like, I would just say, you know what, I done seen women that were bigger than me, that they could wear whatever they want. So we out at this lounge, and whatever, like, I'm over here getting these looks, and right after when you have a kid, it's like you don't feel very comfortable, you don't feel very as confident as you feel. My bad, y'all. Like, if I'm looking back, I'm trying to see like if baby girl needs something. Anyways, so we out at this lounge and we're having a good time. Her phone going off. I'm like, what is that? She's like, oh, this app that one of my homegirls put me on. Anyways, so I'm like, okay, all right, well, that's what's up. She like, oh, you should try it, whatever. Gave the benefit of the doubt and stuff. I tried it. I actually met this nice guy. He was from California. He has a job. He wasn't no bum, no nothing like that. So he lived in Long Island. So I'm talking to him, and I show Freckles the guy. She's like, oh, he seems like a nice person. You should give it a shot. Like, give it a shot. Like, put yourself out there again. So me thinking that she's really my friend. Really, she was never my friend, okay? She was never my friend. Like, I am gonna do another video on how I found out that she was never my friend and that she was pretending to be my friend. Okay? But let me finish this story, okay? Get into it. So I meet this guy and he seems very nice, you know, whatever. He's like, hey, I'm free on Tuesday. When are you free? I'm like, well, I'm free during weekends, you know, because those are the days that I'm off work. He's like, okay, cool. Next thing you know, the days go by. You know, he's texting me, good morning. You know, he's calling me, checking up on me. We even FaceTime. And honestly, he did look good. Girl, he looked good. Like, I'm talking about nice, tall, whatever, you know, nice smile. Okay. So then we met. Well, he's like, oh, so what you into? I said, okay, I like the Italian restaurant, you know, from downtown, whatever. And he's like, you know what? On Saturday, get ready, give me your address. I'm gonna come pick you up and we're gonna go on a date. Okay. I'm thinking that he playing. I'm like, okay. I'm like, girl, he is fine. He got a job. He's a businessman, whatever. Okay. All right. So I remember that night I put on my nice heels, nice outfit. I'm feeling myself. I'm like, you know what? I'm going out. I feel good. You know, like, I'm like feeling like I'm the it shit. Okay. Next thing you know, I'm calling him. And it's the weekend. He says Saturday. Girl, I'm calling him. It's the weekend. When I tell y'all is the weekend, okay? It's the weekend. You said we was going to go out. You said you was going to take me out so that we could get to know each other. I'm calling him. He's not picking up his phone. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like, what is going on? Next thing you know, he finally picks up. He's like, oh, can we have a rain check? I'm like, rain check? He's like, yeah, because something came up. I was just like, you have my number. You could have texted me. You could have called me. Like, what you mean, rain check? He's like, oh, nah, because something had came up from work, whatever. So, you know, I'm let's just say I was upset. I'm not going to front. I was upset. But I am understanding and I am mature. So, next thing you know, he's like, you know what? I don't want to disappoint you. He asked me, because I'm trying to remember. Yeah, so he asked me, am I ready? I'm like, yeah, I'm already dressed. I have my outfit on, whatever. So he's like, all right, since I live in Long Island or whatever, I'm going to come pick you up. I said, okay. I said, how long? He's like, oh, just give me like an hour and a half. I waited an hour and a half. And yes, he did came. He did. Next thing you know, he pull up in a nice, you know, Benz, whatever. I'm like, okay. And like, I'm like, girl, like, he look good. Whatever. Okay. He come pick me up. He got some nice flowers and everything, trying to impress me, because he know he done fucked up. You feel me? Anyways, so he give me the nice flowers, and he's like, hey, you know, nice to meet you, May, whatever. I'm like, okay. I'm like, nice to meet you, too. I'm not going to mention him by name, but I am going to call him Mr., okay? Mr. So, Mr. comes out of the cab, not cab, but the car. He comes out of the car and he hands me these nice roses. And I'm like, okay. So on our way there, we're talking about where we from, you know, nationality wise, because he could tell that I have a little accent, whatever, you know, just saying. He the first person to actually peep it, because some people think that, you know, whatever, but it is what it is. I'm a New Yorker. I'm black. Afro Latina, whatever. Anyways, period, bitch. I'm black. That's it. Anyways, so on our way there, we're actually getting to know each other. And he tells me that he used to be married. He got 2 kids. And I tell him, well, that's what's up. You know, how old is your kids? You know, he like, oh, I got one that's 6. The other one is 10. I'm like, okay, all right. Well, that's what's up. Then he said, how old are you? I told him around the time, you know, I was like, what, 23? You feel me? So, you know, we getting to know each other. Something told me something was not right. Because when we got at the restaurant, for some reason, I just felt like, something ain't right. He seems too good to be true. Then on top of that, it's like, I don't know. Something was not adding up. Like, you used to be married. You got your own business. You moved to Long Island. Originally, you from California. Something was not adding up, you know? So, we sitting at the restaurant and, you know, we actually had a good time. He drove me back home, whatever. Okay. We seen each other a couple of times after that. We had a good time, if you know what I mean. And then, you know, after that, he just became very possessive, stalkerish, whatever. Like, if he wanted a relationship, remind you, we only been talking for like 2 months. So I was just like, oh no. Next thing you know, he's talking about he divorced. Come to find out, he was not divorced, y'all. He was not divorced. He was still married. Okay. And it just didn't end well. You know, I told him where I work at. Out of nowhere, he will pop up. Very possessive, very crazy. And I'm just looking at him like, yo, bro, like, why you popping up to my job? Like, what is good with you? Like, what are you doing? And then I just couldn't handle it. Like, to the point where I literally ended the situation. And I had to tell him, and I had to be honest. And I said, listen, you seem like a very nice guy, but you're giving me stalker vibes, you know? And I'm the type of person, okay, when I'm getting to know you, I do want to get to know you, but at the same time, it's like you're stalking me, you're asking me where I'm at. It's like, I told you that I work Monday through Friday. You feel me? Where the hell do you think I'm at? Even if I'm not working, I'm actually home relaxing with my kid. Why are you being stalkerish? Why are you being crazy? You know? Like, I don't like stuff like that. And my best advice for anybody out there that, yeah, you've been single for a long time, never listen to a friend that you know that's a hoe, you know? And for them to encourage you to get out there, first of all, don't even allow yourself as an individual to put yourself out there knowing damn well that you're not even ready, that you're not even 100% about it. You know, that's just my best advice. And this video is actually a lesson learned that I have learned for myself, but I'm actually gonna give it to you guys, because 9 times out of 10 situations like that will end up actually really bad. It's either you're gonna end up missing, being murdered, or even worse, this person stalking you to the point where you have to get cops involved anyways. So, to all of my followers, to all of my supporters, take your time, and if you feel like you're not ready to date, don't do it. You know, it's okay to be alone. There's a saying, there's a difference between feeling alone and being alone. So this is a story of just giving you a good advice for yourselves, especially for your own self, like, safety first, you know? But, you know, my best advice for you guys overall is take your time. And if you feel like you're not ready to get out there, don't do it. And most of all, don't get encouraged over a friend that you think is your friend and really they're not your friend. Okay? So, bye, loves, and thank you so much.